The Hyde floor scraper. It's a heavy-duty, long-handled scraper designed for tough flooring removal jobs, everything from tile to linoleum and even paint or carpet glue that's on concrete. Now, the floor scraper comes with a 4-inch blade already installed when you purchase it, but you can also separately purchase a 6-inch blade. That is tool number 19452. And then you can also purchase replacement 4-inch blades if that's your thing. 19451 is the tool number for the 4-inch replacement blade. Now the floor scraper also comes in 2 lengths. What we have here is the 54-inch version, the longest. Has a nice long handle so you don't have to bend or stoop so much when you're scraping a floor. But there's also an 18-inch version available if you need to get into tight spaces like underneath counters or in closets. Now, the biggest thing to know about the Hyde floor scraper is that it is possible to hold this upside down or the wrong way. It's counterintuitive, but you actually want to make sure this die-cast head here faces down when you're scraping toward the floor surface. Now, the primary reason you want the head down is that the material you're scraping, imagine some linoleum coming up off the floor, can actually ride up the blade. And if you are facing this way, that linoleum can come up over your blade and get stuck between the head and the blade. And as you can imagine, that's not going to be very fun if you're having to pick pieces of material out between your blade and the head all day. So let's walk through removing and installing a blade on your floor scraper. The blades are held by a Phillips head bolt. Right here you have your nut on the head side. If you flip it over, you've got your Phillips head bolt. Simply unscrew the bolt to uninstall. Now you will have to flip this over and hold the nut in place while you remove the last bit of the bolt. Pull those bolts out, and now your blade is free. Now you'll notice that your blade has a ground or beveled edge here. There's actually 2 different ways to install this, bevel side facing up or bevel side facing down, and that depends on the makeup of the subfloor that you're scraping. So if you're scraping on a soft subfloor like wood, you want this beveled edge facing down. This prevents you from accidentally gouging the floor because you can ride the bevel there. So the lower the angle of your handle, the closer you have it to the floor, the more your blade will float so it doesn't catch on the subfloor. Now, if you're scraping on a hard subfloor like concrete, that's when you want to flip this blade over and have the bevel side up and that flat side of the blade facing down on the concrete. And that's because there's going to be less risk of getting hung up or gouging the floor with that flat side on concrete. Now we'll just grab our blade, line up the holes, drop in our bolts, get them started, finger tightened. And now we can finish off with our Phillips head screwdriver. Thanks for choosing Hyde Tools. If you have any questions about this tool, go ahead and leave it in the comments below and we'll do our best to get back to you as quickly as possible.